Headphones on for best experience. In today's video, we will explore royal endogamy in ancient Egypt. Bloodline as state. Technology. A factual story of royal endogamy in Kemet and Kush. When a prince became king, the palace moved quickly. Elevate a royal sister or half-sister as great royal wife. Bind temple wealth to the throne through a royal daughter installed as God's wife of Amun, and keep estates and priestly offices inside the house. This was not romance, it was constitutional engineering. The king embodied Horus, royal women mirrored Isis Hathor. By marrying kin, the dynasty presented itself not as a faction, but as the living family of the gods, therefore legitimate, indivisible, and endowed with the right to command labor, grain, gold, and belief. Recorded patterns and data, compact and precise. Titles that prove structure. Inscriptions and reliefs repeatedly pair king's daughter, king's sister, great royal wife with the same woman, showing consanguine unions and the deliberate concentration of rank. The Theban office, God's wife of Amun, later divine adoratrix, appears with royal daughters and sisters, tying Amun's temple income to the ruling line. Middle Kingdom centralization, 12th dynasty. Kings such as Senusret built pyramid fields and ran a tight capital at Ichtawi. Stele and tomb titles show close-kin queens stabilizing succession, supporting a bureaucracy that could levy corvée labor and deploy Nubian garrisons. The administrative muscle behind prosperity. 18th dynasty high watermark, New Kingdom. Thutmose II, Hatshepsut, half-siblings. Hatshepsut's later kingship consolidated legitimacy. She reopened Red Sea trade, Punt, endowed Der el-Bahri, and flooded Amun's cult with offerings, proof that endogamy plus temple alliance financed expansion. Amenhotep I, ex-Queen Tia, while not a full sister, Tia's royalized status and their daughter queens, princesses, anchored court theology. Monumental output, Luxor Temple, Colossi, Soleb, tracks a palace whose inner circle controlled resources end to end. Akhenaten's court. Princesses hold central ritual roles. Endogamous proximity remains policy even amid religious upheaval. Continuity of bloodline logic despite doctrinal change. Tutankhamun, Shankasenamun, half-siblings. Genetic studies and titulary align with sibling line marriage. The pair serve to restore Amun's cult and the administrative order after Amarna. Ramesside durability, 19th-20th dynasties. Ramesses VI elevated daughters, e.g. Bintanath, Meritamen, as consorts. This in-palace hierarchy stabilized a reign long enough to marshal quarries, artisans and soldiers for Abu Simbel, Pi Ramesses and the Ramesseum. Material evidence of how family compaction equal project continuity. Kushite integration, 25th dynasty. Kashta places his daughter Amanirdis Thais as God's wife of Amun, welding Thebes to Kush. Pia, Shabaka, Taharka reinforce sister-daughter control of temple treasuries while restoring shrines from Napata to Memphis. The Pi victory, Stela narrates political unification achieved with sacral legitimation anchored by royal women. Endogamy as imperial glue. Policy made explicit. Ptolemies. Ptolemy II, Arsinoe II, and later Cleopatra VII. Ptolemy XIII, 14. Formalized sibling marriage as state law. Greek rulers, to be accepted as Egyptian kings, adopt Egyptian divine sibling models, securing priestly endorsement and uninterrupted temple revenues. Continuity by design. Why it produced greatness, cause, effect. Succession certainty. A queen who is both king's sister and great royal wife makes the heir's pedigree unassailable, limiting civil wars that drain treasuries. Resource lock-in. Estates, workshops, and priestly incomes remain intra-dynastic, giving kings reliable cash flow for monuments, armies, and expeditions. Provincial control via royal women. The Theban Amun complex obeys a royal daughter. With Upper Egypt secure, the state projects power to Nubian goldfields and Levant routes. Cosmic branding. Pairing like Gebnut or Shu Tefnut, palace iconography claims divine family continuity, turning belief into compliance and labor into stone. Limits, kept factual. Not every union was full sibling. Half-siblings and cousins are common, and foreign marriages, Mitanni, Hittite, appear when geopolitically useful. Health risks from close kin are real. Ancient courts accepted them in exchange for political stability. Evidence rests on titles, reliefs, tomb texts, and mummies. Case strength varies by reign, but the pattern is persistent and state-shaping. Single-sentence synthesis. Royal endogamy in Kemet and Kush was a repeatable state technology, myth-backed, temple-financed, and succession-secure, that converted family unity into centuries of administrative strength, military reach, and monumental building. Closing charge. Knowledge to action. Stand in that lineage of order and sacred strategy. Study how they fused bloodline, temple and throne to build works that outlived them, then relive and embrace the past to extract its methods, so you can organize your circle, secure your resources, and build deliberately. What they carved in stone, you will now encode in skill, enterprise, and legacy. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this channel.